Boston College Eagle. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. Oh, he's going to take a chance. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Line gets set, first down. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Scanning the field, it's Singleton. Feeling some heat. Firing to the right, complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into traffic, picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31.
And that right there is a huge reason why this team has a winning record coming into this game. Their defense takes the ball away. And here on the opening drive, you see the athleticism in the back end of the defense, picking it off and putting it in great field position for their own.
First down here for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. Man, I just love physical backs that break tackles and get those extra yards and show that toughness, Palmer.
He's so hard to get on the ground, David. He plays with great pad level and also has phenomenal balance for a running back.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Knocked off his feet, but not before he picks up 6 yards down to the 10.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to throw, it's Bailey. He makes a grab, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, NC State.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
They'll snap it from the 25 here on first down. They'll give it to Johnson. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Singleton. The quick out. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
It's not a great feeling on defense, too. When you're blitzing, you're expecting to get a sack. You're expecting to get a hit on the quarterback. If the offensive line and running backs pick it up, because now you have one less guy in the back end trying to cover all these receivers and tight ends, and you know you're in trouble.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Golden Eagles come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to fire on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Got the quick pass. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. When you're around midfield, there's not really much of a choice. Go for it on 4th down. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own in great field position. Offense set on 1st down. Gets it past the marker. Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
And right there you see the key to this football team's success. Not just offensively, they rip off explosive plays. That's why they've been winning games here as of late. They can get chunks at a time. They've got playmakers all over the field.
The huge play got him on the porch, but now they got to kick in the door. Calls his own number. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, North Carolina State!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. To send say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Got his man on the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover and pick up the first.
You just got to get this guy going in the offense. You got to hand it off to him. You got to throw it to him, too, on all different types of downs. I love it on 1st down here. Just getting him the ball in the passing game, let him make something happen and set up 2nd and short.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. From the gun, running back gets to give. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Coming after it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
There is nothing to gain by kicking it away in this area of the field, around midfield, going for it the wise move. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
On the run, it's Rush. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once 1st down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Wants to throw. It's Bailey. He's got it down the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He's looking to throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And the pass falls incomplete, and we are through 1 quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter. With the score, NC State 14, Boston College 0.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Off play action. Pressure coming. Had to throw it before he wanted. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Yeah, and your first job is to affect the quarterback and try to get him off his spot. They get him off his spot, he gets outside the pocket, and a nice job chasing, not quitting, getting to the quarterback, and still getting it.
Unleashes one deep. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
NC State.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they cover the final 29 yards with that touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as...
And the pass is intercepted. Got room on the return. Touchdown, Wolfpack! And this defense coming out with points of their own. What an interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Top 15 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and it's now a final. Michigan State notched a victory in enemy territory, and though it wasn't a dominant win, I'd argue any win away from East Lansing is worth its weight in gold to the Spartans. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. Offense has it at the 28 on first down.
Line 'em up, heroes! Let's go!
The handoff to Johnson. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Ready up!
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Gotta step it up!
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Johnson. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain. Boston College wants to play fast.
Everybody on the same page there on blitz pickup, right? Offensive line, everybody communicating, understanding where they have to work to give their QB time to make an accurate throw and pick up the first.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Looking to throw at Singleton. Using his legs to buy some time. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Hilliard. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. That's caught. It's Johnson. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. Give to the back. Shakes off the tackler. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
At the 43-yard line. 3rd down coming.
5 yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts already. Can they change their luck? He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
NC State sending the offense back onto the field. The toss to the right. They'll get him down at the 48 after the 15-yard gain.
Offense goes toss play to the right. Now, defensively, if you're going to stop these perimeter runs, your DBs better be able to get off blocks and go make a tackle. And right now, the secondary, they look like they're struggling trying to handle the run game.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Bulls his way forward. At the 35, he's got room. Past the 10. Touchdown, NC State! He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
NC State. No.
play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed, look at the elusiveness, get into the end zone. Nice run.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Boston College, 0.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
Boston College right back to the line. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Singleton. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And the defense coming through with the first sack of the day. And I tell you what, this defense, they get so many negative plays, and they play so fast. Sometimes you think when you watch them on tape, they got 12 guys. Last week they pitched a shutout. This week playing a great ball again.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Quarterback checking off. To the air on 1st down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to throw, it's Singleton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Boston College ready to kick things off and start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and And it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Rush. Cross the 30 out to the 33 and gains 4 on the play.
This offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. At the 45 on its way.
3rd down and 2. You know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big first down.
And this back's got such a burst too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Wolfpack will have 1st and 10. The run to the right. At the 35, he's loose. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And obviously this offense has had their way getting the huge lead, and now when you know it's a running situation later in the ball games, you're still getting pounded. This defense has to step up at some point and be a lot more physical.
D coordinators down the road that have to play this offense, man, they're going to have nightmares because this unit has so much speed and so much skill at running back, receiver, tight end, the quarterback making good decisions. It is so tough trying to stop them and prevent explosive plays.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. NC State on the move, set up with another 1st down. On the ground with the counter. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Kept it on the ground last time, bringing up a 2nd down. The give to the tailback. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the David. Finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Boston College! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Top 15 teams colliding today with major ramifications across the college football landscape. USF is piling up the points here today. They've opened up a massive lead in what's shaping up to be the kind of blowout neither side will soon forget. They're up 14 over Georgia Tech. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Getting some heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Holds and fires complete to the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll give it to the back. There to make the stop, and we've played 3 in this one.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, NC State 35, Boston College 7.
No way, you're kidding me!
First down to start the drive after the break. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Touchdown, North Carolina State! And the stomping has commenced.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. You'll be brought down quickly. That's always the risk when you bring it out of the end zone. Do you make it to the 25 or not? In this case, not. BC has it back and the Eagle offense returns to the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Gets it out fast. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Back to throw, it's Singleton. Looking down the middle. Hauls it in. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
They'll run it on first and goal. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking for a man, it's Singleton. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off, accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
They're bringing heat. He's going. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. That leaves him with a tough fourth down situation. You'd love to just chip into the lead, but at this point, a touchdown's what you're after.
And I think it just clears up the decision-making later in the game. But I think you stay aggressive here. You try to get the touchdown. You're not going to have very many opportunities like this left in this ball game in the fourth quarter.
Trying play action. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. He's going to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Can anyone catch him? He's at the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Wolfpack. And the beatdown has ensued.
NC State.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he makes the extra point.
Boston College, 7.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it out. It's Jones. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Looking to move it through the air. He's right on target. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Looking for a man. It's Singleton. Going to try to get it himself. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Trying to find his man on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. It's caught downfield. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the best thing about this, the offense can't worry about the scoreboard. Just keep trying to make plays like that, Jesse.
I know a lot of people in the stadium probably feel like this game is over. Maybe it's been over for a while, Reese, but don't tell that to this quarterback and his teammates. They're still out there scrapping and clawing.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Yeah, a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Boston College will try to get it in on a first and goal. Back to the air one more time. Looking to scramble. Lets it go to the end zone. Falls incomplete, and he did everything perfectly except catch the football. Second down coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like, they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. And he added the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
NC State 49, Boston College 14.
And he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
Will take over first and 10.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. What can they pull out of the playbook here on second and long from the 17? And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.